Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm out in the Rav4. I've been using it a little bit and it's had a few issues. Now I did only pay £600 for this car, but it had a blowing exhaust and that caused me some problems because it literally almost blew off. I'll show you a couple of little clips I managed to capture from the garage, because I came out to the car and I could see an element of the exhaust hanging down underneath, so I had to suddenly dive into a garage and get it replaced. And they were very helpful, got it fixed within a couple of days. But that did cost me an exhaust. And I still have an engine management light on. But I've been driving this and quite enjoying it actually. It's quite nippy, it's quite small and agile, so I can fit into spaces, and space is at a premium in Brighton. It's actually quite a nice change to get in a car and stick it wherever you like and not really care too much if someone dinks it or dents it, because, well, at the end of the day it's going to knock, what, £30 off the value of it probably. And I have today actually put two new boots on the rear. They were getting a bit too close to the legal limit for my liking, and the weather has turned a bit colder. So I've got two new rear tyres on this today. So that's a new exhaust and two new rear tyres fitted to the car so far, at a cost of around £300, £350 for the exhaust and £150 for the tyres. So my £600 car, I now am in for £1,000. Although my Range Rover had £700 of road tax to pay against a car worth probably less than £10,000 now. What I had gone and bought was an even worse scenario in percentage terms, because my £600 Rav4 has 400 and something pounds a year in road tax. So this little old car has almost as much road tax to pay as it does its entire value. And road tax is on the increase, I believe. It certainly is for electric cars, I know that, and I haven't had a chance to have a look. I'm sure someone will comment below saying there's an extra 50 quid at each car to pay, but it just seems an awful lot of money, doesn't it? Especially for all the potholes that we are blessed with here in the UK. I mean, it's by no means a Range Rover. It's much more agricultural. You feel the bumps, you can probably hear me going over them, in fact. But it is still quite a nice little car to drive. I still like this little sporty steering wheel with its nice worn out sheen. And it's got a bit of character. I mean, the radio doesn't work very well. I'm getting 31 miles to the gallon now after this, and it has changed with the exhaust. It's gone up by a whole mile per gallon. So having a problem with your exhaust does cost you money in fuel. It is still quite handy, even though this is a small car. I do find it handy at being a little 4x4, because you do just have that little bit more ground clearance. It is still quite low to the ground, but I think in a brand new car you'd call this more of a crossover. But it doesn't mean to say we can't have an old lovely like this on the channel and see if we can give it a bit of TLC before we move it on to a new home. Please comment on the video, let me know what you think of it. I do reply to every single comment, and I do get a few, so it's really appreciated. That engagement is really, really helpful. I know what to produce, what you like, what you don't like about the channel. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification button so you don't miss the next video. And on that note, I bid you farewell, and I will see you in the next one.